Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Oh, sorry, the camera might be a bit shaky. It's kind of balancing on my bed. So today's video, and also if you hear baby noises and stuff, I've got Ezra in the cot behind this mountain of laundry, going to sleep or trying to go to sleep. I'm not too sure. He hasn't been feeling that great today. He's had a really congested nose, so he's just kind of catnapping. But yes, I've just got him behind the cot there, so excuse if he interrupts this video. Anyway, let's move on. I thought I would do kind of a series of these videos, maybe once a week, once a fortnight, where I kind of sit down with you guys and have a chat about a particular subject while folding my laundry, because let's be real, I've always got shitloads of laundry and I've always got something to talk about. So I thought, why not combine the two things together, and you can get to know me a little bit more, I can get to know you guys a little bit more. I want you to comment some questions, maybe some topics you'd like to hear me talk about. So I was thinking like budgeting, relationships, you know, parenting, discipline, all that kind of fun stuff. And yeah, I thought we could discuss those sorts of things while folding my laundry. So yeah, anyway, today I thought, I'm sorry, this camera is shaking heaps. Maybe I shouldn't put it on my bed balancing on two books, but hey, you've just got to improvise. You just got to improvise, and especially when you've got a small window frame to actually do videos like I do when you've got 3 kids. Yeah, so just keeping it real with you guys, keeping it real. So anyway, let's moving on topic, and you'll probably find I'm going to do that often. So today's topic, well, I fold this, you know, I think I've got like 4 loads of laundry here. Does anyone else do this? Just keep piling it up and dig through it and pick out clothes you want, and you just keep piling up. That's me. Anyway, topic for today, I thought since I just gave birth to Ezra, he's a few weeks old now, that I would talk about transitioning from 2 kids to 3 and how I'm handling it, maybe give some tips, stuff that I found has worked for me in regards to the transitions. I'm just going to move over and start folding this laundry. So anyway, if you are new to my channel, I just gave birth to a beautiful, gorgeous little boy, Ezra. And he's a couple of weeks old now, which I cannot believe. That's just crazy talk. And look, I'm still not used to folding really tiny little baby clothes. They're so small. Look at this. Sorry, I am going to get sidetracked by laundry. Just a free warn. Anyway, so what was I saying? Yes, just gave birth to Ezra. I have a little girl called Lucy Lou who is 2.5, and I also have a son, Jackson, who is 8 years old. So big age gap between the first 2, and yeah, Ezra is quite close to Lucy. So this is the first time I've obviously got a toddler at home with me during the day, as well as a newborn. And I forgot how tired you get with the newborn. Like, getting up, we are exclusively breastfeeding. He's breastfeeding on demand, and I just totally forgot how tired you get from getting up. Like, he's feeding every hour and a half to 2 hours at night. Usually the first stint is 2.5 hours. He's not going to bed until 11 o'clock at night, which I am trying super hard to like fix that, but it's kind of not working. So, and he catnaps a lot during the day, so he is not an awesome sleeper, but it's still early days. We're still working each other out. So yeah, I forgot how sleep deprived you get with newborns, and then having to get up. Lucy hops up at like 6:30 in the morning, 7 o'clock, and then having to hop up and get on with your day and entertain a toddler without getting mum guilt that you just stuck her in front of the television all day just so you can get some peace and breastfeed a baby all day because he's cluster feeding. Guilty. So how am I going? I think I'm going okay in terms of the household, besides this insane amount of laundry. I feel like I've kept the house together pretty well. Like, it's fairly clean, laundry's up to date, not the folding obviously. You know, dinners are getting cooked every night, like lunches are being made. I managed to get Jackson to school on time, and in my books that's a win. So I feel like overall I'm doing really well. I think just maybe like emotionally I'm a little bit not that great. I don't know, it's probably just the sleep deprivation and the mum guilt of not giving Lucy enough time, or just not having enough patience. Like I'm really having to mentally like bring it down a notch. I'm forgetting to fold, you know, just so she gets that time. Like, you know, does anyone else feel like that? You know, who's got 2 kids? Put your hand up. Let me know if you suffered from mum guilt, because that's probably my biggest thing at the moment is, yeah, just not giving Lucy enough time and energy. And I'm trying to do activities with her every day. It also doesn't help that it's been raining where we live the last like week, so that makes it a bit hard. But you know, we've been playing Play-Doh and coloring and all that kind of fun stuff that needs to be hung up. We'll chuck that over there. Well, so yeah, that's probably been the hardest things. In terms of tips or things that I found worked for me or is working, like I'm putting these in practice, is working. Oh my god, my white shirt has a stain on it. Okay, so what was I saying? So tips and hints. Okay, first tip that I found worked for me: it's okay to do school drop off in your pajamas. Like, let's be real, no one's gonna see you in the car. It's okay. Like, get dressed when you get home after you've dropped the kids off to school. It's okay if you put toast in a plastic bag and let your toddler eat breakfast on the way to school drop off. I think once you come to the realization that it's okay to like let things slide and everything isn't going to be done perfectly or not in the right order, or, you know, I feel like as long as you've put that in your mind and you've reserved yourself to the fact that it's not always going to be awesome, Izzy's cracking it, you know, I think as soon as you get in that mindset that it's okay to let certain things fly, emotionally and mentally, I think you're going to be a hell of a lot better. So, you know, there has been plenty of times that I have done school drop off in my pajamas and I've let Lucy eat breakfast in the car on our way because we just didn't have enough time. And you know what? I'm okay with that. I'm okay. Everyone's fed and safe and happy and content, and that's all that really matters at the end of the day. Look how little these jocks are. Anyway, Jackson would be terribly embarrassed if you knew that. Yes, so second tip is to meal prep during the day for dinner. I don't know about your household, but my household from like 4 o'clock, which mind you is hitting 4 o'clock, and it's probably why he's cranking. Yeah, I don't know about your household, but from like 4 o'clock to like 8 o'clock, all my kids go psycho. Like they legit just like lose their mind and turn into feral animals. So I found that if I made dinner during the day or meal prepped as much as I can during the day, so it was like super quick and easy, at night, that has been a winning tip, which reminds me I need to cook some pasta after this for dinner. So yeah, I found that really good. It just makes that time at dinner time and bath time and all that jazz so much easier. So much easier. Third tip is bath the newborn during the day. I know this is probably like maybe not the greatest thing when it comes to routines, because you want your baby to like signify bath time with bedtime and stuff, but you know what? I don't know, it's working for us. Trying to give 3 kids a bath and having Lucy in bed by 7, Jackson in bed by 8 o'clock, 8:15, as well as a newborn, as well as cooking dinner and trying to get everyone fed and homework, it is freaking chaos. So I found that if I bath Ezra early afternoon prior to getting Jackson from school and prior to that like witching hour, I found that super easy. Then I know he's clean and bathed and kind of ready to go, even though he doesn't go to sleep until 11 o'clock. You could also maybe bath the newborn after all the kids have gone to sleep. So I've done that as well, either before or after, I found just, you know, one less thing not to worry about at that crazy time of the night when your kids are going feral. So I also found really good, really good in terms of having a toddler and a newborn is having just heaps of crafts and activities for your toddler, and also involving your toddler in looking after the newborn. Lucy loves helping out. Like when we do nappy changes, she runs and gets the nappy, she pulls out the wipes, she lays down the mat. Like she gets super excited to be involved in it. So I find that really awesome. So involving your toddler in the newborn activities, like when we do bath Ezra, she helps out and she pours the water over his belly and all that kind of jazz. So I found that really good. That also helps with kind of the jealousy. We haven't experienced that. I don't think I've touched on this. Lucy has adjusted like ridiculously well. She has done so good. She's so in love with Ezra. She loves the baby. Jackson's transitioned really good, but I knew he would. He transitioned really well with Lucy, so I kind of didn't think we'd have any problems with him. However, Lucy, I was a bit because she can get a bit clingy, you know, given she does have her little jealous moments, especially when like Luke is holding Ezra, she'll want cuddles off Luke, etc. But overall she's done so well, and she loves participating in with, like, you know, getting Ezra organized. So I definitely recommend involving your toddler as much as you possibly can in, you know, caring and looking after the newborn. So I found that worked really well. And yeah, also having like crafting activities on hand. You know, we've got Play-Doh in the cupboard, which is awesome. You know, when I know I'm going to give Ezra a big feed, I just tell Lucy to go grab, like, you know, a thing of Play-Doh from our calf cupboard, and she'll sit down nicely and make Play-Doh, and I can talk to her. And, you know, sometimes I'll ask her to go grab a book, and she'll grab a book and sit with me while I'm breastfeeding, and we'll read a book together. So I'm still like involving her and not just like shoving her in front of the television or ignoring her, although, you know, that's happened a few times. Like, you know, it happens. As I said, you've just got to accept the fact that things like this is going to happen, and you're not a bad mum if it does. Like, let's all not mum shame, okay? And let's all be real, we've all done it at least once. We've all put our kid in front of the TV to get 10 minutes of peace. I've done it to have a shower. So, you know, I think that is really helpful, is if you've got activities and that you involve the toddler in, like, you know, yeah. So yeah, basically overall I feel like we're adjusting pretty well. As I said, I've had my down days, but you know, you've just got to roll with the punches, and you know, you're gonna have hard days. Not all of the kids are going to be well behaved. They are going to drive you crazy. One thing I've noticed, I haven't left the house as much this time around as I did with Lucy. Like, it is really daunting taking a toddler and a newborn out in public. If you've got any tips and tricks, like, I have put him in the carrier and that's how I've done it, but I've only done it a few times in, you know, the 3 weeks Ezra has been here. I've only ventured out in public by myself a few times, and actually I've got to do that this afternoon. I'm going to get a vaporizer because, as I said, Ezra is a bit nasally and he's got a snotty nose, so I'm going to go get myself a I was just about to say vibrator. Can you believe that? Vaporizer. That's embarrassing. A vaporizer. And yeah, so we've got to go pick one up this afternoon. So yes, that's probably my only downfall, is that I'm really scared about taking them out, especially because Ezra's just like feels like he cluster feeds like all the time. I'm so scared I'm gonna walk into the shopping center and Lucy's just gonna like have meltdowns and Ezra's gonna be screaming for a feed, and it's just gonna be way too hard and difficult. Online grocery shopping is your best friend when you have a toddler and newborn. So tip number 5, whatever number we're up to, online grocery shopping all the freaking way. That shit is a godsend. Actually, I have done a video on grocery haul, on online grocery shopping like experience. I will link above for you guys to go check out. I'm also going to do a grocery haul in the next week or so. So yeah, self-promo, check out for that one. Anyway, so I've got so much more laundry to fold. I've literally like folded like 5 piles. Anyway, this video is getting like super long and I don't want to bore you guys to death, but overall big thumbs up with how I feel like I'm doing. If you guys have any tips and tricks that have worked well for you, link them down below, because I'm all for extra information, extra help, more tips and tricks. Like, I'm all for taking on information. Does that sentence even make sense? Baby brain is still at it, guys. It is still at it. So yeah, anyway, thanks for watching this kind of laid back chilled video. I'm gonna try and do these like once a week or once a fortnight, so keep your eye open for them and give it a thumbs up if you're enjoying them. Do you like me just sitting here talking to you guys, talking about stuff, you know, just really laid back and low key and nothing fancy? So let me know if you're keen on these. I mean, tell me if they're shit. Like, tell me if they're crap and you don't want to hear about it, and me just rambling on like a crazy person is not entertaining or not useful or whatever. I will not take offense. So anyway, thanks again for watching for like the 100th time. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't. And yeah, I'm going to catch you guys in my next video. Bye.